If you're doing the Associate Project Manager apprenticeship, you've probably heard of S12. It might sound like some kind of secret code, but trust me, getting a handle on it is your ticket to success. So in this explainer, we're going to break S12 down piece by piece so you know exactly what it is, how to get good at it, and how to prove it. Let's dive in. So to make this all feel a bit more real, I want you to meet Jody. She's a level 4 apprentice over at a big retailer called Ibis Stores, probably in a spot pretty similar to yours. She's smart, she's driven, and like you, she's laser focused on crushing this apprenticeship. So Jody's got this big mission, master S12 for her portfolio. But when her manager, Rital, first brought it up, Jody was kind of scratching her head. What is S12 really when you're just trying to get your daily work done? Well, that's the exact question we're going to tackle together. All right, here's our game plan, and we're going to follow Jody's journey the whole way. First up, we'll figure out what S12 really is. Then, we'll check out the roadmap her mentor gave her for developing it. After that, we're on the evidence trail, how to prove you've got the skill. And finally, we'll look at what it means to be totally assessment ready. Okay, let's kick things off with part 1, defining S12. We're going to take that official, kind of clunky definition and translate it into something that actually makes sense. So here it is, straight from the official standard. Prepare, monitor, and schedule activities that contribute to the delivery of the overall project schedule and objectives. Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? It sounds super formal and, honestly, a little intimidating at first. But let's just chop that up into 5 key things you actually do. First, you prepare by breaking big project goals into smaller tasks. Simple. Second, you monitor. You keep an eye on how things are going. Third, you schedule it all out on a timeline. Fourth, you make sure everything is aligned, meaning every little task helps hit the main goal. And last but not least, you manage risk by thinking ahead about what could go wrong. See? That's all S12 really is. Okay, so you know what it is. But how do you actually get good at it? For section 2, we're going to get some help from Jody's amazing mentor, Adam. Now, Adam gave Jody this fantastic analogy. He said, Jody, think of a project like a huge road trip. You wouldn't just get in the car and drive, right? No way. You plan your route, you figure out where you're staying, you know where the gas stations are, and you've got a backup plan for traffic jams. Slack 1-2 is just being that expert road trip planner for your project. And that road trip idea perfectly sets up the path to mastering it. Adam gave Jody 6 clear steps. You start with the absolute basics of scheduling. Then you get your hands on the tools, things like Microsoft Project or even just a good old Excel spreadsheet. From there, you practice preparing and then monitoring tasks. Then you put it all together to schedule like a pro. And that final step, it's all about learning to handle curveballs and make smart changes when you need to. So let's see what this looks like for Jody back at Ibis Stores. She's on a new marketing campaign, and she's using a Gantt chart to break it all down. She's got these small, trackable tasks like draft the social media posts or get the final sign-off on the ad design. And each one has a person and a deadline attached. That right there is S12 in the real world. Now, getting good at this skill is one thing, but for your apprenticeship, you've got to prove it. So in section 3, we're turning to Jody's coach, Olivia, who's going to show us how to create a rock-solid evidence trail for AP Chem, which is that online system you're using to log everything. And Olivia made this so simple for Jody. Honestly, this slide right here is your cheat sheet. For activity preparation, just a screenshot of your to-do list in a tool like Asana or Jira is perfect. For monitoring, an email you sent saying, hey team, here's where we're at, that's brilliant evidence. For scheduling, that Gantt chart you made, just save it as a PDF and upload it. And for risk management, just a quick paragraph explaining a time you had to move a deadline and why. That's exactly what they're looking for. So what's the secret formula? What are the assessors really looking for when they open your portfolio? It's not just random documents. They want to see well-organized schedules. They want proof that you're checking in on progress regularly, not just once in a blue moon. And here's the big one. They want to see that you were the one who suggested a solution when something went wrong. And finally, that you told everyone who needed to know about the change. And all of this brings us to our final section, being assessment ready. We're going to look at the difference between just ticking boxes and truly owning this skill, so you can walk into your endpoint assessment with total confidence. Just look at this journey here. When Jody started, she needed her manager Riddle to hold her hand a bit while setting up a schedule. Now, she creates and monitors them all on her own. She used to just say, uh-oh, this task is late. Now, she writes a quality report explaining why it's late and what she thinks they should do about it. She's gone from just following orders to proactively leading the way. That's mastery. And that's really the heart of it. In your final assessment, they might ask you something like, tell me about a time a project schedule had to change. What did you do? A mastery level answer isn't just about the chart. It's about confidently saying, well, a key design was delayed, which put our deadline at risk. So I immediately flagged it, proposed a new schedule where we could do 2 other tasks at the same time to catch up, and then I sent an email to all the stakeholders explaining the new plan. You can actually see the updated schedule in that email in my portfolio. Bam, that's the complete package. So Jody's got her road trip all planned out. She knows the route, she knows the destination, and she's ready for any detours. So now, it's your turn. Take a look at the projects you're working on right now. What's the very first activity you are going to prepare, monitor, and schedule on your own journey to mastering S12? You've got this.